Have you ever felt like your prayers just vanish into thin air, or like you're talking to a wall when you're praying for what you want in your bedroom? Maybe you're like me and you might be wondering if there's a special way to pray that doesn't leave you hanging, waiting forever for something to happen. But because of the information that I'm about to share with you, everything changed for me. I made one little shift and began praying correctly, and all of a sudden, I had a $1 million business, I attracted my soulmate, started a family, and I live in my dream house with mountain views. And all of it happened when I learned the secrets of praying correctly. I realized that we're lied to about prayer. We've been taught to do it wrong. But once you pray like this, your life changes forever. So, good morning. It's sunrise out in the beautiful desert. I want to welcome you to a new video. If you're new here, thanks for being here. If you're a returner, thanks for coming back. This is Jake with JakeDucey.com, and you can get my free success hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious mind if you click here, or it's pinned to the comments and linked in the description right there down below. It's JakesHypnosis.com. For me, it all started when I got super obsessed with how to pray correctly. I had heard that scientists say there's at least 11 dimensions in the universe, maybe even infinite amounts. And when we're hoping our prayers work out, we're thinking in our 3D world, length and width and height. And then there's time, our fourth dimension, making everything feel like it's moving at a snail's pace, because in the fourth dimension, time is a linear progression where we're slowly waiting for our prayers to come true. But what if I could show you another way to pray where you could get what you want as quickly as Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, and any of the other spiritual leaders? And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but keep watching, because there's another way to pray that takes us straight into the fifth dimension, where our prayers are answered the moment they're made. As it said, ask and it's given, knock and the door opens. But did you know Albert Einstein believed that there are 11 dimensions in the universe? Before I came across this, I had no idea that Einstein and all these scientists believe there's at least 11, not just the third and fourth dimensional world that we are familiar with. So what is the fifth dimension? If you asked me what it was, I would have said something like, it's from Star Wars or a video game. But did you know the fifth dimension is totally mapped out by modern science? Here in the third dimension of space, reality is defined by length, width, and height. So our third dimensional material world is here, but we're living in fourth dimensional linear time. Our prayers are three-dimensional objects, like the people, the circumstances, the experiences, the things you want. When and at what speed our prayers come true is the fourth dimension held captive by this slow progression of linear time. But experts say the fifth dimension is totally different. Here, every possible future outcome that you can think of already exists as an alternative reality happening simultaneously to your current one. In the fifth dimension, all those different paths that you could take, all those things that you're praying for right now are already playing out in a dimension that isn't waiting for time to pass, where your thoughts manifest as reality instantly. You enter a world of parallel realities in an infinite number of alternative timelines of your life. All those what ifs and maybe some days that you're praying for, they're already happening right now. It's like a reality where time is not a straight line. There's no future because time is non-linear, so all future possibilities that you can think of are already happening on parallel timelines right now that you can choose. So what are you praying for? It's already waiting for you. This place turns dreams into reality instantly by bypassing the waiting. If you take Jesus, for example, right? He could say, mountains move, and boom, they moved. And he healed folks on the spot. He could feed crowds with just a prayer from this Christ consciousness fifth dimension. It's like he knew how to tap into this fifth dimensional power, showing us the ropes on co-creating with God. And that's why you'll find verses like Matthew 13:12, which essentially says, if you got it, you're going to get more. And if you don't, even what you have is taken away. It's like, what's he referring to? Maybe he's referring to fifth dimensional consciousness, where everything you want already exists. When you're praying from 5D instead of 3D, you're no longer confined by the rules of time and space. Yay! And then it starts to make sense because anything that you can imagine, all those futures are as easily as bringing your mind there. One of my favorite authors, Neville Goddard, he explained it really beautifully. He said, "This is what is meant by creation is finished. And the statement that creation is finished means that nothing is ever created. It can only be manifested. What is called creativeness is only becoming aware of what already is. You simply become aware of increasing portions of that which already exists. The fact that you can never be anything that you are not already or experience anything that is not already existing explains the experience of having an acute feeling of having already heard what is being said or having met the person before you met them the first time or having seen a place or a thing before you've seen it for the first time." So when Jesus talked about moving mountains with the faith the size of a mustard seed, he was actually showing us how to live and create things in this fifth dimensional thinking, working together with God. It's about realizing that your future dream is already real in another dimension. You're not waiting for it to happen, it's already there. And once I realized this, that's why I got so into hypnosis, because you are creating reality subconsciously. Stanford University said you have 65,000 thoughts every day. 95% of them are subconscious. So if everything you want already exists, you are creating it from habitual unconscious thought. So I started using a success hypnosis to reprogram my subconscious mind so I'm thinking from the fifth dimension so you get what you want quicker and faster. And don't get it yet, because what I'm about to say is how you pray correctly and make your dreams come true. But you can click right here, or it's jakeshypnosis.com. It's also pinned to the comments and in the description right there down below. It's free. So let's move on to praying correctly. Now, it's all about realizing that the future that you dream of and you're praying for is already real in another dimension. You're not waiting for it to happen. And you might be thinking, if what I want already exists, why are all my prayers going unanswered? Why am I praying for money in abundance, but I'm still struggling financially? Why am I praying for love and my soulmate, but I'm still alone? Why am I praying for something, but I'm still waiting for it? It's because we were taught to pray incorrectly. When I used to pray, I would ask for things that did not exist, and then I would beg and plead for them. If you pray for money by telling God how broke you are and then begging God to bring money into your life, as Jesus said, to those that don't have, even that which they have is taken away. Neville Goddard said it beautifully. He said, "Creation is finished. What you want already exists. It's just excluded from view of your five senses because the contents of your consciousness is how you bring it into view and restore full vision. It's the assumption of the feeling of the wish fulfilled that brings the invisible into sight. And that is seeing with the eye of God, imagination. So what I invite you to do is to assume the feelings of gratitude that your prayers have already been answered. You're not asking for them, you're thanking God in the prayers. When Jesus made the mountains move, he didn't ask, "Hey, hopefully, do you think you can move these things in the future, guys?" In the fifth dimension, there's already an alternative timeline where the mountains had already moved. It was about where his consciousness was anchored that made the miracle manifest quickly. In this dimension, our goals transcend physical effort, aligning our vibrational frequency with the desired outcomes within the quantum field or the mind of God. And this alignment doesn't require harder work. It's about an instantaneous materialization through the power of your thought. This new prayer process is based on three principles: clear intention, focused attention, and elevated emotion. Together, these universal elements draw our desires from the quantum realm or the mind of God and bring them into our present experience, sidestepping the conventional barriers of time and space in 3D and 4D. So praying correctly is not about reciting words into a void and begging and trying to say, please, please, come on, can you hear me? Hopefully I could get this thing in the future. It'd be really great. The key is by using simple and powerful words like I am when you pray. It's not about asking for stuff. It's about aligning your consciousness. Like, I am thankful to be making viral YouTube videos, inspiring millions of people. Thank you press the like button. No, I'm just joking. Not, please help me, I suck at YouTube, I really need some help. To manifest within this dimension, we begin by expressing gratitude as though our desires are already fulfilled, beginning with I am and thanking God. And this is supported by the observer effect in quantum physics, where our consciousness influences reality from the subatomic level. And it all starts with your thoughts and your feelings and expressing you're grateful that it's already come. So first you can imagine, it's like you're flipping through a photo book or all the pictures of all your futures are already there. You're flipping through the channels. You pick the one that you want. And then it's like Nikola Tesla said. He said that everything, buildings, bridges, cars, they're all vibrating at their own frequency, and if you match that frequency, you can change reality. He even had a machine where you could like shake buildings by matching the specific frequency. So as you begin your prayer, I invite you to remember that everything you want is already out there vibrating away. You just need to tune into it and practice being grateful that it's already here. And sometimes that can be a little bit of a paradox to the mind. And that's why it's really important to reprogram your subconscious. You can get my free success hypnosis. If you click right here, it's jakeshypnosis.com. It's in the description or it's pinned as the top comment. It's free and it'll start reprogramming your subconscious mind. So your subconscious that's controlling 95% of your life is living from the fifth dimension as if your dreams have already materialized. And that's when you can make the mountains move. So if you enjoyed today's video out here at sunrise, give me a comment down below that says, I love this video, or let me know if you want to see more outdoor shots. You can hit the like button on this video and let me know. It sends it out into the YouTube universe and more people see it. If you enjoy this video, make sure you hit the subscribe, bell notification, and I'm wishing you a beautiful day because all your dreams are already on the way.